Your girlfriend or wife has started seeing these new friends. Maybe some of them, or all of them, are divorcee women, and you have been starting to notice a change in her towards you. She's starting to ignore you a little bit. Maybe she has stopped being as nice to you, as loving to you as she was before. Let's see what is going on here. There is a problem. The problem is in its fundamentals that people in general are prone to influence from their peers. Women are prone to this especially, in general more than men. So what's going on is that these new friends that are divorcees or single women are speaking to her about this marvelous single life of going out, hanging out with other girls, meeting men, drinking maybe a glass of wine. And this sounds tempting. It's tempting for her, for your girlfriend. These new friends are talking to her about this like they found out a new life, maybe the real life, the one that they wanted all along and didn't have because they were married or they were in a long-term relationship. These friends really believe this. They have convinced themselves and between each other that all of the unrealized wants in their lives were unrealized because of their former significant other. This is a lie they tell to themselves, so they can justify not choosing for themselves what did they want to do and what they actually decided to do. Of course, there is a factor here of how do the rest see me. They want to be seen as someone who has a great life. So they want to justify their previous life in which they were happy, blaming it on their former husband. He was an abusive man, he was a controlling man that didn't let her do what she really wanted. Most probably this wasn't the case, but they convinced themselves of this. So being in this atmosphere, they start feeding each other these lies, and as the time goes by, they start believing it more and more, and it starts to be what they believe is the truth. Now, this is a community phenomenon, so when they receive a new friend, a new member of the group, of course they will start bringing that person inside of this atmosphere, and they will start talking about the life of this new member. And of course, this new member has to be living what they lived before, this hell that they invented to themselves. And they start talking about this with her. Give it enough time and she will start believing in this. Now, let's see what is happening beneath the surface. Men are not that prone to this kind of thing because when we socialize to exchange information and to have fun, mainly. Women, on the other hand, socialize to share their feelings and share their lives, to share what they are experiencing and what they have experienced in the past. Also, they want to share some of their dreams, some of their wants. So, a conversation between a group of women is very different from a conversation between a group of men. A conversation between a group of men will rarely influence one of the men present. because they don't talk about those kinds of things. And when we do talk about those things, every other man in the room is very careful of not getting into some intimate topics. They don't want to sound like they want to teach the one who is opening up, because this is some kind of an insult for men. On the other hand, women, when speaking in group, they are doing exactly the contrary. They are producing a feedback of wants, needs, and counseling. There is a lot of opinions being exchanged. So when one woman opens up in front of a group, many of the other group members will say what they think and what they feel about the situation of this particular woman. And this is right for them. This is the way they function in groups. So a woman is a lot more prone to be influenced by the atmosphere of the group she is inserted in. It's not that she isn't mature enough. It's something inherent to the way that they communicate. So let's see, what can we do in front of this situation? We don't want our relationship to go down the spiral it's starting to go. The relationship can even end because of this, because your significant other will start believing all of this stuff. You have to speak with her. First of all, be clear that it's not that you are with someone that will just go with the current no matter what happens without having her own opinion. Try to understand that the way that they function is like this, is thinking in groups and coming to conclusions in groups. So it is very unlikely that you will find a woman that doesn't work like this, a woman that won't be prone to be influenced if inserted repeatedly in this kind of conversations, in this kind of atmosphere. So you have to speak with her from the heart. Tell her that you have been noticing a change from her towards you, and tell her what you suspect is happening. Be very serious about it and do not show any doubt. You know that this is what's going on. Maybe she doesn't realize it yet. Don't let her deny it. You know what's going on. Tell her, you weren't like this before. You're being like this with me now, and it's getting worse every day that passes. Do you want this to get worse? And based on what? Is it really worth it for you to give up all your dreams of having a stable home, having a family, so you can go out to drink some wine? Tell her that she is an adult and she can make her own decisions, but that she must be careful of what and who are influencing her. Remind her that she should be faithful to her own dreams and wants, and not start grabbing wishes, dreams, and wants from other people. Ask her to look inside herself and be very sincere with herself about what she really wants, what she really believes. She knows what has been happening in your relationship. She knows that what she has been starting to believe is not truthful. Make her think about this. Make her question these relationships with these new friends, and make her question if this new group of friends is worth it, if she will be in a better place by hanging out with those people and starting to think alike. The most important thing in this conversation is that you let her know that this is something serious, that is something that can jeopardize your relationship for all the wrong reasons. Make her be forced to make a thoughtful decision about this. Make her look inside herself, make her look around her and judge for herself if what she has been starting to think is really what she has been living objectively in her life. If you are with a reasonable woman, she will get her feet in the ground again, and she will notice what has been going on, and she will question what she has been doing and thinking for the last days or weeks. She will start questioning these new friendships. But maybe she will insist, maybe she will not believe you, she will choose to believe what she has been told the last couple of weeks, days or months. If that's the case, you have to insist, and if it's absolutely necessary, this relationship must end. Your happiness and your wellness is the most important thing that should be on your mind. You cannot let these kinds of things get into your life. If this continues, she will hurt you, and she will hurt you deeply. It's best that this comes to an end before she starts making up stuff that never happened. She will believe those made up things, and she will accuse you. You have to be aware of this. If you liked this video, like and subscribe. See you next time.